On AM 970, The Answer. Timothy Hentschel is a co-founder and CEO of HotelPlanner and Meetings.com, the world's largest online group travel provider. Hey, Timothy, welcome to the show. How you doing this morning?
Hey, Joe. Doing great. Thanks for having me.
No, it's great. I know you were in the Wall Street Journal, and Frankie gave me all accolades about you, so we appreciate it. I wanted to talk to you about the tariffs, if we could, for listeners that are not familiar with HotelPlanner. First, what exactly is HotelPlanner, Timothy?
So we do group bookings, and we also help individuals. So if we negotiate a really low group rate, let's just say 50, 60% off the prevailing rate, and it doesn't pick up all of the rooms in that block, we can resell them to individuals. We package them up with special event tickets. So, at the website, hotelplanner.com, consumers can take, these deals and take advantage. So, yeah, it's good deals.
So what do you think about these tariffs? First on the Chinese imports, and as of next Monday, Mexican imports. Are you concerned about the impact of these tariffs in your business?
Well, we've kind of seen a slowing down in the hotel industry for a little bit. I'm actually here for the NYU Hotel Investment Conference, and there's a big party last night at the Knickerbocker put on by the largest hotel owners in the city called Highgate Hotels, and everybody was there. Ian Schrager was there. Ja Rule performed. But, between all that entertaining, all these hotel owners were basically talking about the fact that rates are flat this year, and they have been for a while. And they're just calling it rate fatigue because we've had the highest ADR, average daily rate, growth for the last 5 years, record revenues, record profits. And we just think the consumer is a little worn out of all these rate increases. So they're finally seeing a rate plateau, which usually means that rates will start to fall because there's so much new inventory for new hotel builds that have started to come on, like Virgin Hotels is building something in Midtown. All that new inventory is going to mean that rates have to come down because as demand stays, flat. It should mean for lower rates. So that's good news for people who are looking to travel this summer. The hotel rates should get a little bit cheaper for everybody. But, yeah, international tariffs, it's not good. But the strong dollar has actually weighed down on international travel to the U.S. With a strong dollar, though, that means going to places like the U.K. is a great deal, because the pound's been weak for a while. And with the new Brexit, news with the EU elections that just happened, the pound just tumbled again by another 1% to 2% versus the dollar. So there's amazing deals to be had in London right now.
Yeah, because New York, man, Timothy. I mean, I'm a Jersey guy, and I stay in New York and stay at the hotels. Oh my gosh, you can't get a cheap hotel. We are part of a group, like a club that you join, so you get a pretty good price. But in New York, are there any good values at all? Because not only is it just a hotel that's expensive in the city, and they know that they got you, but I'm looking at occupancy tax, this tax, that tax, and it's ridiculously expensive. How do you combat that in a city like New York?
Well, you just mentioned it. You belong to a membership organization. We in the industry can call that a closed user group. So in our site, that's what I was referring to before. We have these group deals.
Got it.
And they're negotiated in advance. If they don't pick up, we make it aware to you. But usually you'll have to do something, log into a system, be part of a loyalty member group or something like that qualifies you for those special discounts. Closed user group rates are what they're called in the industry jargon. And that's where you can get some last minute or even, in advance special deals, 40, 50% below what the publicly displayed rate is.
Cool. How much of a game changer have sites like Travelocity and Airbnb been?
So actually, Travelocity was acquired by Expedia a couple of years ago. So they've, done some things with it at Expedia, who also owns Hotels.com and Orbitz. And, it's still the gnome is still around and running strong. But Airbnb's been making the biggest moves because they're slated to go public. And they bought Hotel Tonight, which was a great little app and still is a great app that you get discount rooms, again, the closed user group environment, because you have to download an app and then there's certain rules that you apply to, but then you get that 40, 50% off to book that room, 24 or 48 hours in advance at special hotels. So Airbnb bought them. They're expanding out their hotel offering quite aggressively because basically now that Expedia owns HomeAway and VRBO, they're in the alternative accommodation market, and Booking.com, which is their biggest competitor, Expedia, is in the alternative accommodation market. Airbnb, which is the king, the grandfather of alternative accommodation market, now needs to expand into hotels, and that's what they did with the Hotel Tonight acquisition to compete better with Expedia and Booking.com.
Well, hey, Timothy Hentschel with Joe Piscopo, co-founder of CEO of HotelPlanner and Meetings.com. Hey, there was a big profile before we let you go, Timothy, on the Wall Street Journal, like I just said. That was a few days ago, saying you're the type of CEO who makes every day a training day. What does that mean exactly?
Well, it really came down to the fact that I got really fat back 10 years ago. I mean, really fat. And the doctor said I was pushing, a heart attack guaranteed by 40.
Wow.
So I had to drop 80 pounds. I dropped 80 pounds. I've run 5 marathons. And so we made, exercise part of the routine for the whole, company. Whenever anybody wants to take an hour, 2 hours off at any time in the day, just to get a workout in, because you never know when that inspiration's going to hit you. Then you can do that, and that's just part of our corporate culture, and I think it's paid off well for us. People respect that.
Yeah, that is. Are you kidding me? That is awesome, man. Yeah, I remember I went to college, man, and I remember I ballooned up my sophomore year in college, like the 220 and counting, and you have to stop it. What was the turning point that the doctor told you that maybe this isn't the?
Yeah, I beat you. I was up to 250, and I got back down to my college weight at 180 though. So.
Well. Look at you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Timothy, great chatting with you, man. And you're welcome here anytime. Please keep us posted and just enjoy the conversation and have a great time in New York, my friend.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Timothy Hentschel right there, co-founder and CEO of HotelPlanner and Meetings.com. Piscopo.